Okay, all right. Well, this is the first time I'm going live here on YouTube in a very long time. I'm actually gonna see if I can come over to my computer and see if I'll be able to like see anything that I need to see. I don't know if I'll be able to see the chat over here. So I'm just gonna kind of give it a minute and see if any of our friends are gonna kind of hop in and jump in and see what's going on. Usually we're over on TikTok. So I'm excited to start this journey over here on YouTube going live again. I used to come live on here many years ago. But we're in a new day. It's a new day. It's a new dawn. So we're gonna give it a second. I am gonna come over here to my dashboard. I'm still getting the hang of all of this, y'all. So, hi, Amanda. You got a notification? It's a little bit different over here, and I don't have a filter, so I'm like, I look sleepy, but that's okay. I was like, let's do this. I just wanted to come on live. And I kept going back and forth. I really hope that this noise is not going to be a problem the whole time, because this is going to drive me bonkers. But I was going back and forth. I was talking to Kenny. I'm like, do I go live on TikTok or do I go live on YouTube? And he was like, well, you know, you could try either one. What is this button? Oh my God, I have a retouch button. Oh, we love live over here now. I'll share others right now. Thank you so much, Amanda. Thank you. Yeah, we'll share the link. Maybe I will. I don't even know how to get to my live stuff here. I don't even think that there's a dashboard like on the computer. Let me see. Not that I'm seeing. Content. I guess not. I don't know. I'm excited to be here though. I don't know all the things yet. I don't know how to work all of it yet. We'll get there. But we're gonna do collective readings like how we usually do. I don't think that I can add like stickers or anything like that here. So I won't be able to share the promo code for this month, but we'll just randomly tell people as they come in. Hi, just saying hi to people on short streams. Hi, welcome in. This is my first live stream on YouTube in like 8 years. I'm just stoked to be here. So thanks for hanging out and stopping in and saying hi. I'll be doing some tarot readings here in just a minute. We're allowing some of our friends to jump in because I know people have been waiting for me to get back on live. For those of you that are new and you've never seen me before, hi. Aloha, welcome. My name is Alicia Marie. I'm known as the Magic Siren here on YouTube and on every other platform. We're going to start doing our lives over here on YouTube for now. I'm going to probably still stream in other places, but I've really been focusing in on YouTube. I feel like this is going to be our place. Right? JFK, I don't know what that means, but hi, welcome in. So yes, my name is Alicia Marie. I am the Magic Siren. I've been reading tarot since I was a child. My mom reads tarot, my grandmother read tarot, my great-grandmother read tarot. So it's something that I've been doing for a long time. I've had this YouTube channel for about 8 or 9 years now. I used to post on it a lot, and then I kind of went silent. I'm a traveler, so I was traveling all over the world, and I took some time away from posting on social media. But in the meantime, I built up all my other platforms, and now we have about 60,000 followers across all the platforms. But I decided recently that I wanted to come back to YouTube. I feel like this is kind of our space. So I'm excited. Usually on our lives, what we do are collective readings. I do offer personal readings. All of that's over at themagicsiren.com. You can go and check it all out over there. But we'll do collective readings. So we're going to go ahead, and I don't think I can do a poll here like how we usually do on TikTok. So what we'll do is... maybe we'll do a quick vote where put it in the comments if you guys think we should start with love messages or general messages. Okay, we'll do both. We'll do love messages or general messages first. Write love or general in the comments, and maybe I'll give it like 1 minute or so, and then I'll see like how many comments we got of each one and see if there was one or more. Okay. Opinion on The Hobbit. I think it's a great novel. I haven't read The Hobbit. I watched the movie, but I haven't read it. I recently got into my Kindle. I got a Kindle a couple months ago, and I've been like reading all of the Fourth Wing series right now. So don't give me any spoilers. I got about 20% left in the third book. I'm excited. It's been good. I might have to do like a little review video or something about that too. But yes, okay, so if you're here, go ahead and put in the comments love or general. The word love or the word general to see what we're going to start out with today. If we want to start with love or if we want to start with general. Usually over on TikTok we would do a poll, but we don't have a poll here. I'm getting used to coming over here instead. So bear with me, y'all. I promise these will get better. My hair is a mess. I'm a little bit of a mess, but I'm just trying to be real, you know? We're just real over here. We're not fake. So, hi girl. How you doing, sis? We got 1 vote for love. Ooh, we got 1 vote for general. All right, we're gonna go ahead and give it another minute or so. How are you? I'm so glad to be over here on TikTok. Can you tell? Can you tell? It just feels so much better. It feels so much better, the vibe. We don't have all of our friends here, but that's fine. I think as time goes on, our friends will join in. I'll still go live on TikTok occasionally. I'm gonna come out with like a schedule, but I think this is gonna be the spot. I think this is gonna be the spot. This is where all the cool kids are, you know? We have 1 vote for love, 1 vote for general. Let's go ahead and get another couple of votes in here. Get your votes in. Tell me in the comments, do we want to do love? Do we want to do general? All right, we have 2 for love. Don't forget though, we're gonna do both. So if you hang out long enough, you'll get general messages too. Oh my gosh, my birthday was so nice. It was very relaxing. We went to the beach for a little bit. I know it's live, Stacy, and we're coming over here on YouTube now. Look, part of the reason why I haven't been going live that much is because every time I go live on the other platforms now, for some reason, I've been getting these weird like restrictions and stuff. And it's like, it feels deflating. You know what I mean? So I'm like, no, I'm going over here on YouTube. That's it. We're done. It just feels better. You know what I mean? But yeah, my birthday was great. It was so nice. And I'm 33. Like the 3-3 angel numbers, feeling it. It's a whole vibe. You know what I mean? So maybe I'll wear my hair down. What do you think? My hair looks nice down today. Yes. Yes. I gotta turn on Facebook. Thank you so much, Amanda. And yes, Patreon, y'all, we've been popping off on Patreon. I don't know if those, I know some of you are over on Patreon already. And YT actually gave me an alert already. Point 2. Yes. We love this. Y'all, my hair is looking pretty fire right now. Sorry. What was I gonna say? Patreon, I've been posting almost daily over there. Yes, the cool kids can be here anyway. That's what I'm saying. So that's what we're gonna do. Patreon's been a lot of fun. I think Patreon, and you guys, is that noise really loud? Can you guys hear that? This has been going on all day. Like that noise has been going on all day. I can't take it. I hope it's not too loud. Because I feel like people that are not part of our community already are probably like, I'm not staying here, and they scroll by. But it's like, please, hang out with a girl. Hang out with your girl. I think we're going to start with love messages, because we did have a couple of love votes. But I think Patreon added a new feature where we can go live over there. So I'm thinking about doing like a mid-month live on Patreon. We'll see. All right, well, let's go ahead and dive in, I guess, to our readings. I'm just so excited to be back and hanging out with some of you guys. Hopefully, all of our friends will come over throughout the next couple of days. I might even try and start doing this live every day. And if it gives you notifications, that's even better because I still don't have like a set time. Just because like I do personal readings and stuff. It's not bad, and dude, I love that Patreon is a new. I know, I'm loving Patreon. Actually, for those of you that are in the free members, I just posted earlier today. It was like a little post, and it says what's brewing this June on Patreon, and it has all 3 tiers and like a little sneak peek on what's going on. There have been a lot of bots on the clock lately, and the clock has been hyper vigilant on blocking and filtering. Yeah, no, it's frustrating. I don't even want to be over there anymore. You know what I mean? Like here's the kicker. And for those of you that are new, give me 2 more minutes, and I swear we're gonna start our readings. Okay. I'm new to Patreon as of the TT band. Yeah, no, seriously. But Stacy, you'll get the hang of it. It's so fun over there. But I was gonna say something. Oh, over on the clock app, I don't even want to be there anymore. And here's the kicker for me. I have almost 30,000 followers there. I'll post a video. I'm lucky if I get 400 views. I post that same video on IG, I get 10,000 views. And so my IG has been growing. Y'all, I'm at almost 5,000 followers over there. And I know for some people that's a lot, and then for other creators, they're like, that's not even, like, that's nothing. But it's like, for me, I'm over here, like, I post every single day. Every single day I post a video. Whether that video is a short here on YouTube, whether it's on the Clock app, on IG, even on Pinterest, I'm everywhere. I post everywhere every day. And for me to only get like 300 to 500 views over on the Clock app, I'm like, there's something wrong here. I have almost 30,000 followers and I get less than 500 views. There's something wrong. And so then when I go live over there and I'm live and we're having a good time and we're not doing anything wrong, and then I get hit with these restrictions, I'm like, I don't even want to be part of this app anymore. So we're here. We're here on YouTube. I'm posting the weekly, which, by the way, I recorded the first 3 Zodiacs today. I'm going to try Thursday and Fridays, or Fridays and Saturdays, to post the weekly forecast for the next week. So if you didn't see your monthly forecast, I did post a monthly forecast. I posted the weekly forecast for each Zodiac sign, so go check it out. Your sun, your moon, your rising, okay? And we're going to get into some live messages now, all right? They do, though. It's bad. And I'm like, I just don't want to be part of it. I just don't even want to be part of it. I'd rather be here. Okay, so with that being said, let's get into it. If you are new, let us know in the comments. I feel like everybody that's here right now has seen my lives before, but if you haven't, let me know in the comments. Welcome to this community. It's an absolutely beautiful and safe space for everybody, okay? What we do on the live is we'll do these collective readings. If you are here, your energies, they will affect what comes out on these cards, right? This is an open energetic line. So real tarot readers know that all the energies that come through, you're going to affect what comes out during the decks and while we're shuffling and all of that. So if you're here, your energies matter, okay? That's why these collective readings are so much fun, because more than likely there's going to be something here for you. Now, what we'll do is we will shuffle this love deck. Now, this is going to be love messages. This can be any type of love, though. It does not have to just be romantic love. This can be love in a sense of self-love. It can be with friends, with family, your relationships with the people around you. It's just emotional fulfillment, emotional connections, okay? So that's what this is going to be about. We're going to shuffle this deck with all of your energies coming through, so make sure, I don't know how this works, if you double tap the screen to like or what it is, but do something, double tap, like it, comment, throw a bunch of comments in maybe, put your favorite heart emojis in the chat, do something to keep your energy in this live stream, all right, while I shuffle this deck. We're going to shuffle it and we're going to get 2 cards from this deck. We'll put one card, which will be over on this side, and then we'll put the other card on this side. These cards have like a theme on them, okay? So you might resonate with the theme that's on this side, or you might resonate with the theme that's on this side. You might resonate with both themes. That happens a lot. I mean, like, our energies are very much intertwined here, so you might resonate with both themes. You may not resonate with either theme. And I'm not going to try and be that toxic tarot reader and tell you that, oh, one size fits all. If it doesn't resonate, it doesn't resonate, and it's just not for you. We are going to do some general messages next, so maybe those are for you. And if those aren't for you, just make sure that you're following me, that you're subscribed here, and you have your notifications turned on, because I'm going to try and go live here as much as possible. I will try to do every day, but maybe it'll just be Monday through Friday. I don't know. We'll figure it out, okay? We're on this journey together. Once we get both sides pulled, we clarify both sides with tarot decks. These are the decks that are up here, so these are the ones I'm going to use. We're going to clarify each side with tarot decks. Anything that needs to come to the surface, it's going to come to the surface. And then at the very end, we like to do this little sprinkle of sunshine, a little cherry on top, with a zodiac card. Okay, now these zodiac cards, again, if you're here, these are going to be for you. But let's say you just needed that extra confirmation, or maybe you're like, who are they talking about? Could be a Capricorn, all right? Maybe you have Capricorn in your chart and you were about to leave the live. Don't, because these are probably going to be for you, okay? But let's go ahead and get started. I'm really sorry about the background noise today, you guys. I promise you it's not always going to be this way. I'm growing as the channel grows. And for those of you that are here, y'all are the real MVP. All right, let's go ahead and get into it. Go ahead and start liking this live, throwing some comments in the chat, whatever you need to do to get your energies coming my way. Here we go. We're asking universe, spirit, and tarot for some messages in love for the collective. What do we need to know? Oh, we have healing family issues. Your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Now listen, this does not have to just be forgiving your parents. This is just healing family issues as a whole. Some of you are on this path of healing family issues or just healing issues from your childhood. These could be generational traumas. Take it how it resonates, but this could also be maybe somebody that you're dealing with is healing their family issues, and maybe you are being there for them. Okay, we're going to clarify that. We'll go deeper. Let's get the other side going real fast. We're looking, that came out immediately, didn't even have to say anything. We have two cards that came out together. We have stay optimistic about your love life, positive thinking and faith will bring you romance, and then you also have free yourself. It is time to take back control of your life. So these two cards together are telling me that more than likely you have freed yourself from something recently that was holding you back in terms of love, and now we're being asked to keep a positive mindset when it comes to emotional connections, calling in these things that are going to give us fulfillment. It's almost like that law of attraction vibe and energy, okay? All right, let's go ahead and start with the healing family issues side first, okay? We're going to go ahead and clarify this. So we have that healing family issues cards. Let's go ahead and see what tarot has to add to this. You know, that healing family issues, it does kind of give me the vibe of like generational traumas, like being the one to break those traumas, being the one to kind of go back and say, you know what, this wasn't really right. Or just kind of healing the wounds that we're still carrying, right? I almost teared up at those two cards. I know. I can't wait until we get to this side because it's going to be good. So we'll get through this side and we'll go back over there. But let's go ahead and see what we need to know about this healing family issues energy. So your life as a whole, including your love life and every other aspect of your life, it does start to benefit and grow as you heal from these things. I think some of you, it would be beneficial to maybe do a little bit of counseling, maybe therapy. I don't know if you all noticed, but I changed my bio recently to your favorite therapist. I love that. Let's go ahead and kind of see what's coming out though. We have the Knight of Cups. So there is these new opportunities for emotional fulfillment coming into your life. I feel like maybe we're having a hard time celebrating that or seeing that due to traumas of our past. This could also be if you're in a current relationship, maybe you're trying to offer some sort of emotional love or just some sort of offer of emotional fulfillment, and maybe your person isn't necessarily taking it because they have their own, you know, family traumas that they are healing from or having to deal with. We have the Three of Cups in reverse, we have the Page of Wands in reverse, King of Cups in reverse, the Sun in reverse, a lot of reversals here. The only upright right now is that Knight of Cups. I think there's probably just a lot of challenges and obstacles when it comes to allowing yourself to accept emotional fulfillment or just accept emotional relationships as a whole. More than likely, those challenges and obstacles come from traumas of the past, whether they are family traumas, whether they're childhood traumas, or maybe they're just traumas that were accumulated through relationships that you consider to be like family. Sometimes like our old romantic partners, we consider them to be like a family, right? Because we were building this sort of unit with them. And whatever that sort of trauma was, the issues were, whatever those sort of wounds were, they gave us these sort of defense mechanisms that really cause us some difficulties in opening ourselves up to accepting emotional offers or emotional fulfillment. The bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords coming out in the upright. You know, the bottom of the deck really represents energies that's kind of coming through the roots, okay? So when we talk about our grounding energy and like what's keeping us grounded in that time, that's what the bottom of the deck represents. Right now, what's grounding us is our power of voice. It is our power of communications. I think a lot of you have learned how to communicate what it is that you truly want. I'm starting to get super hot. I gotta put the hair up, y'all. I think a lot of you have figured out how to communicate what you truly want and how to use your voice to speak things into existence. But I think part of the problem is that maybe this sort of family issues or whatever this was still holds a lot of weight and power. Maybe some of you need to call your power back this weekend. Just allowing yourself to maybe sit down and do a little ritual or do a little sort of ceremony to say, I call my power back so I can use that power to be able to heal from these things, to be able to recognize them, look at them, reflect on them, and then release what's not serving me anymore. The queen in every suit is the sort of mother of that suit. So this is the mother of analytics, right? More than likely, all of you that are watching, you're having a lot of new ideas. You have this sort of information or communications, conversations that you want to get off your chest. But maybe we're just having a hard time, or we're tiptoeing around it, okay? Let's go ahead and dive into these other cards that came out. Again, I already mentioned this quite a few times. We have the Knight of Cups. For those of you that are new, welcome. Hi, these are going to be for you as well. These are collective messages. You'll notice that I show all the cards and I kind of tell you what the cards represent and what they mean, so that way you can learn tarot as well. I don't want you all to get scammed from there's so many fake tarot readers out here, so be careful, okay? So this Knight of Cups, like I mentioned, this is an offer of emotional fulfillment. Somebody's coming into your life, whether this is a person, an experience, an opportunity, an offer, whatever this is, and they're coming in with this cup and saying, here's some emotional fulfillment. Let's have this emotional conversation. Let's have an emotional connection. Let's start a friendship, a partnership, something of this nature, okay? Now, again, because we are healing from some of the generational traumas, childhood issues, different things like that, maybe we're having a hard time allowing ourselves to celebrate this. Maybe, okay, and take what resonates and leave what doesn't. Maybe when something or someone comes into your life offering you these things, you have a hard time, almost like it's too good to be true. I can't trust them. I've been burned in the past. You get what I'm saying? The Three of Cups in the upright represents celebrating, having a good time, really fulfilling everybody's cups around you and you getting fulfillment as well from those relationships. This is like celebration and joy, right? When you see reversals in a reading, which you have a lot of reversals over here, when you see reversals in a reading, it means something has either already happened or there's an obstacle or a challenge that's preventing this from showing out in the upright. I think the obstacle and the challenge for the majority of these cards is the fact that we do have some of these issues or traumas that we have not really fully handled or dealt with or healed from yet, or there is something here that we need to walk away from, and we'll talk about that in a minute. We have the Page of Wands in reversal. Now the Page of Wands in the upright is almost like this energy of like excitement for our future. There is this sort of, the page is like the messenger, right? So it's not necessarily getting a message that's getting you excited. It's the message from your universe that like you need to get excited for what's to come. You need to allow yourself to find passion again, allow yourself to get confident. It's like there's this need for us to find the confidence and passion because it's in reversal. This, if we were to see this in the upright, it's like, okay, we're already embracing it, we're embodying it, we're excited for what's to come. But again, I think there is a fear of rejection, a fear of failure, a fear of being stabbed in the back, a fear of being, deceived in some way, that it is making it hard for us to open up for that. Now, again, on the flip side, some of you might be dealing with somebody who's feeling this energy. They could be a Capricorn, because we did have that Capricorn card earlier. And maybe you're trying to offer them some sort of emotional connection. You're trying to offer them love, and they're having a hard time accepting it. Mind you, this could be from generational traumas, childhood traumas, or just issues that came from relationships in their life, right? We do have the King of Cups in reversal. So the King of Cups in the upright can really represent being in a place of emotional balance, okay? We're not allowing our emotions to get the best of us. When we're really happy and excited, we're not making impulsive decisions. When we're angry, we're not saying something or doing something that we're going to regret in the future. This is very much like emotionally balanced. We are the master of our emotions right now. The king is the master, while the queen is the mother, right? So this king is like, I'm the master of my emotions. I'm the stair master. For some reason, I just got Shrek. Somebody in here likes Shrek. Look, you're the master of your emotions right now. This being a reversal tells me that we're still trying to master our emotions when it comes to this situation, okay? Yes, Zoe, you know what I'm talking about. When it comes to the situation, when it comes to these traumas, these previous chapters, the situations and things that came from those emotionally difficult connections, we are still trying to not allow that to get the best of us. I think when it comes to, like, if this has to do with, like, actual family, right? Like, maybe it's parents, okay? Maybe your parents really put some generational traumas on you. Maybe there was some stuff from your childhood that really kind of effed you up a little bit, right? When we think about those things and when we try to, like, focus in on it, I think it's still gets the best of us emotionally. This is that vibe of like, look, the sun wants to come out. We need to walk away from this completely. I'm just saying, this week your universe is on your side of like allowing yourself to walk away from this once and for all. My tendency to lean into anxious attachment doesn't help either. I know. I actually get it, so I actually really resonate with that. So the sun in reversal, the sun in the upright's like, okay, the sun is shining now. We're seeing growth, joy, warmth, right? And this in reversal is like, well, maybe we're still dealing with the darkest point of night, right? But the sun is the reminder of like, after the darkest point of night is over, the sun comes out again. And I feel like for some of you, the sun has been waiting to come out. Allow yourself to walk away from any experience. And here's the thing. For some of you, you might take it literally of like, oh, well, I don't have a relationship with this person anymore. Or like, I did walk away from this, whatever that is, right? This is more spiritually. This is more of like a spiritual, like, allow yourself to fully close that chapter. If you need help talking about some of these generational traumas, some of these issues, some of these things that maybe we need to heal from and release and really walk away from, don't be afraid to reach out to a counselor, to a therapist, to a therapist, to a community, to some friends. Don't be afraid to ask for help with that. Even just going online here on YouTube and looking up in some YouTube videos, like, how can I heal from these generational traumas? How can I heal from my childhood wounds? How can I really allow myself to start being open to the idea of emotional fulfillment? Because there is emotional fulfillment coming in for you. It's just allowing ourselves to be able to accept it and know that not everyone is going to treat us the way that we have been treated in the past. Remember that grounding energy. Call your power back. Use your skill of communications. I feel like you understand what your love language is. Don't be afraid to speak that love language, okay? Me too, Zoe. Me too. I want to go ahead and get a little zodiac here of importance. We do have Pisces energy, Libra on the bottom of the deck, and what's under that? Gemini. We're still in Gemini season. Happy birthday to all the fellow Geminis in here. But you could have this in your chart. Maybe you have a family member that has this somewhere in their chart, and they may have been the deliverer of these issues or traumas or just experiences, okay? Or this could be seasons of importance for you. Maybe you are really being asked to look at this stuff right now during Gemini season. Maybe come Libra season, we're finally feeling the balance and saying, I was able to overcome those things. Maybe Pisces season, which was mid-February through mid-March, maybe Pisces season was the season where you started to see that there were some lingering like traumas and issues, right? I want to move on to the other side, but I like how this is starting things off for us. There is that energy of like, you have the ability over the next couple of days and over the next couple of weeks to really allow yourself to walk away from traumatic experiences, stronger, wiser, and understanding that there is new fulfillment coming in for you. New offers of friendship and connection and emotional fulfillment. All right? I miss my big mugs, you guys. I need new big mugs. Okay, here we go. We're going to go to the other side. Before we go to the other side, if you're new here, hi, welcome, aloha. My name is Alicia Marie. I'm the Magic Siren here on YouTube and on every other platform. All right, I'm going to start going live here on YouTube at least Monday through Friday. We are going to try and maybe do the weekends as well. We have a really good time over here. We are doing collective messages. If you're looking to get a personal reading, go over to themagicsiren.com. I do offer personal readings. I also have a promo code every month. The promo code this month for June is Summer15, I believe. Summer15. It's 15% off any emailed reading or live session with me all month of June. Also, too, we have a Patreon where we post almost daily, and it's a lot of fun over there. So go over to Patreon if you want to know more about that as well. And we're going to dive right into the second half of our love readings today. After the love readings are done, we will be doing general messages and general readings, so make sure you hang out. And as always, make sure you subscribe and turn your notifications on. Like this live, maybe share it with a friend or two. We are growing over here. We're having a good time. Welcome to the journey. Okay, here we go. Other side of collective, we have the stay optimistic about your love life as well as the free yourself, okay? So just a little quick update and summary of what's going on this side. For some of you, you have recently freed yourself from the things of the past, and maybe you just went through this healing family issue side, right? Maybe you finally have walked away from some of these childhood traumas, and now we're opening ourselves up to the idea of emotional fulfillment again. I think there is this need for us to stay positive, though, throughout this journey, throughout this sort of time of our life where we are reopening ourselves up after freeing ourselves from the chains. Some of you have like broken the chains that were holding you back when it comes to emotional fulfillment, whether this is in romantic love or platonic relationships, whatever it is, right? Let's go ahead and kind of see what tarot needs to add to this message. I like the free yourself card on its own, and I like the stay optimistic side card on its own. When they come together, it's a super powerful duo. Oh, that high priestess in reversal, knight of cups in reversal, ace of swords in reversal. You know, this, for some of you, this does go hand in hand with the first side that we talked about, okay, with that knight of cups in reversal. I think there is going to maybe be this sort of period of time for those of you that are healing from the experiences and traumas and issues of the past. As you're healing from these things and you're freeing yourself from these things, there might be this slight period where we're lingering of like allowing ourselves again to open up to emotional fulfillment or offers. We need to work on our intuition a little bit. I want to go ahead and get the rest of these cards before I say too much, because y'all know I get too far ahead of myself. King of Swords in reversal. The need for us to go from the motherly energy of the analytics and sword suit to the master, okay? We'll talk about that in a minute as well. The Hangman, slowing down. For those of you that are trying to call in new love, or for those of you that are trying to call in new emotional connections and fulfillment, be patient. Be as patient as possible with that Hangman. Look at things from a different perspective. I posted a reading the other day, and it started out with me saying, like, no, you're not cursed. There's just some obstacles we need to overcome. This is giving that energy as well. Like, some of you might feel like, you know, I just have really bad luck when it comes to love. Like, I have bad luck when it comes to friends and the people that I call into my life. But I don't necessarily think it's bad luck. I don't think that you're cursed. I don't think that it's negative like that. I really feel like this is that energy of like, you have been trying to do that shadow work and you've been doing a good job with it. When we talk about shadow work, it's just like that inner work, right? It's like looking at ourselves and the experiences, processing them, putting lessons into practice, releasing what no longer serves us, and then allowing ourselves to move forward, right? A lot of you have been doing that and you're doing a good job with it. But I almost kind of feel like there's this vibe of like, okay, well now what? Like, am I at the end of this? Am I at the end of that journey? Like, have I done the shadow work? Like, what's going on now? You know what I mean? And so it can be hard for us to get into that master of communications, the master of making a plan, the master of the sword suit. All right, let's talk about it. Staying patient, allowing things to slowly unravel. We have the High Priestess in reversal. All right, for those of you that don't know, the High Priestess in the upright is your intuitive self. This is all about your connection to your higher self, your connection to your intuition, right? The High Priestess really represents that sort of mystery that comes with understanding where the wisdom comes from. Some of us just naturally have all this wisdom that randomly just kind of channels through us. That's your High Priestess, all right? Seeing her in reversal tells me that there is a very deep need for some of you to reconnect to your higher self, to that inner voice. I think I'm going to post, I don't know what day, let me look and see. I have a little calendar for myself for the Patreon. I will be posting some intuitive building techniques. Of course, there's a document. I think the intuitive building techniques is next week, I believe. So go over to Patreon, keep an eye out for that as well. But I would really recommend doing some intuitive building exercises the next couple of weeks. One of those intuitive building exercises, and I'll just give you a quick little freebie here, get a journal. Get a brand new notebook, all right? Get a $1 notebook. Something, it could be a cheap little notebook. Set a timer for 5 to 10 minutes a day, okay? And allow yourself to just write. Yes, journaling. Zoe, we're on the same wavelength today. Allow yourself to just write for that 5 to 10 minutes a day. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be about anything specific. It doesn't have to be complete sentences. It doesn't even have to make sense. It could literally be doodles, okay? But just like writing and just like seeing what's coming out. And at the end of the week, do this for 7 days. At the end of the week, go back and read your journals, right? Read your journals. See the doodles that you wrote, that you doodled. See the common words that you're putting in that notebook every day. See the common themes of what it is that you are continuously holding mind space for, okay? That's gonna really help you connect with your intuition and your higher self. And it's like, what are you thinking about a lot? Either that's gonna be something that we need to work on, it's something that we need to do, or it's an answer to a question that we've been trying to ask. That's your intuition directly speaking to you. It's like, pretend like the journal is you and you are the intuition, right? And then let me know. Come back next week and let me know how it works for you. That Knight of Cups in reversal is telling me that in order for us to be able to have new emotional connections come into our life, because again, there is this need to continue to free ourselves from the things of the past, to try our best to stay optimistic. Law of attraction energy here, okay? The law of attraction is real. Use it to your best benefit. And we did have the Knight of Cups on this side as well, but it says like there are some issues that we still need to heal from, okay? In order for us to be able to accept these offers of emotional fulfillment and connection, whether it's new friends, new romantic partners, new opportunities, because look, we get emotional fulfillment from so many things in our life, right? Not just relationships. Like, we get emotional fulfillment from our job, from projects, from all different things, from watching videos on the internet. In order to receive that fulfillment, right, we need to continue to work on the relationship with our intuition and our higher self, because I do feel like, you might have multiple options coming in for you, okay? Yes, you know what? I'm streaming whenever I can get on live. Whenever I can get on, that's when I'm gonna be here. So I'm glad that you're here. I just know for sure I'm gonna be here on YouTube more frequently than any other platform. So just make sure you have your notifications on here. Everyone that has been subscribed that had their notifications on, they did get a notification today that I went live here. So if your notifications are on here on YouTube, you'll get one, okay? Oh my gosh, well, hi, I'm glad that you're here. Glad that you're here. Anyway, we're having a good time. We'll finish this, we'll talk a little bit, and then we'll go over to some general messages. I'm so thankful for Amanda today because she did put the word out that we're live. So I'm very thankful for Amanda and anybody else that is kind of out there. Oh my gosh, Teresa's here too. Yes, look, our core group is gonna be here. I feel it. We just need to get back into the swing of things. I need to make a little post. You got the notification? Yes. I'm so glad that YouTube sends out the notification. So we're gonna be over here. I think over here is gonna be the vibe for sure. Okay. Moving on down this list, we'll talk some more in a little bit. We have the Ace of Swords in reversal. I will say this. I feel like probably more into Cancer season, all right? Because Cancer season's been like a big theme over the last couple days. I feel like when we get closer to Cancer season or the solstice energy, there will be this shift. I feel like this shift is going to be more like communications, okay? It's okay that you missed part of the reading because we still have general messages to go. So like, you only missed the first half, you're good. I feel like this shift is going to be in communications. It's almost like we're getting communications from somebody that we were waiting to hear from. We get some sort of big news. We receive some sort of offer that we've been like asking for or that we've been trying to call in. There is that sort of need of patience. There is that need of like looking at things in a different perspective. Almost kind of like, oh, I've been trying to call in a new job opportunity. It hasn't come yet. Okay, maybe it's for good reason, right? Like maybe there's a silver lining there. I've been trying to call in a new romantic partner, but like it's just not here yet, and I'm starting to feel like, when is it gonna happen? Maybe it's not happening right now for a reason, and I think that reason is gonna make more sense right after that solstice day, right? That King of Swords energy in reversal, same thing. It's like communications are just not flowing from now until then. But I almost want to say, like, it's okay that it's not flowing from now until then. You know what I mean? Like, it's not, you don't necessarily have, I think some of you are trying so hard to like stay in this mindset of like manifestation and motivation. I'm determined to like be this open, free book and energy of fulfillment coming in for me. And that is important, but it's also important for us to try our best to just stay in a positive mindset. It's not necessarily staying so determined to be open to this and to manifest it and to call it in. There is that need of like patience and looking at things in a different perspective, finding balance. Balance is the word I've been missing here. It's balance. It truly is. You know, the Hanged Man is like, first of all, pump the brakes. Don't pass go. Don't collect $200. Look at things in a different perspective. Literally, he's hanging upside down. Like, look at things differently, you know? Allow yourself to look at this in a different way. And I almost kind of feel like once that happens, we immediately move away from internal battles of like, it's like the stay optimistic about your love life card with this Five of Wands in reversal. As soon as the solstice happens, as soon as it all clicks for us and we are looking at things in a different perspective, it's making sense in a different way. It's this almost immediate, we are no longer in our mindset of should I stay, should I go, should I reach out to them, should I not, should I drop my guard, should I not, are they going to be there for me for the long term, or do they have alternate motives? Like, you know, this back and forth mental battle that you have been having, that you've been having about whatever this is, because remember, these are just relationships in our life. It doesn't have to just be romantically, but it can be, right? This could literally be just about where we are on a space of self-love and self-care. These internal battles of should I stay, should I go, should I do this, should I not, is it this, is it not, that almost immediately dissolves once the solstice energy gets here. But I think it's important from now until the 21st, when solstice happens, when we shift into Cancer season, because again, there's a lot of Gemini energy here. We are in Gemini season, right? There's a ton of Gemini energy here. And Gemini energy, for those of you that don't have Gemini in your chart, Gemini energy can be very conflictive. It can very much be two sides. One moment I'm happy, one moment I'm not. One moment I want to be with this person, one moment I don't. One moment I want to have this type of person in my life, and then the next minute I want to have the complete opposite. It very much can feel that way, especially if you don't have Gemini in your chart. If you do have Gemini in your chart, you've probably been, dealing with that energy for the majority of your life, because I'm like Gemini through and through, and I have learned to just listen to my intuition and follow that, right? Not listen to the chaotic Gemini energy that's up here. You know what I mean? Once we shift into that solstice energy, once we go into Cancer season, I think it's going to be so much easier to dissolve that and to really start moving forward with passion, with confidence, with that energy of excitement for what's to come. But there is that need for us to free ourselves from some of this stuff of the past, free ourselves from the internal battle, free ourselves from anything that is making us sit in a space of Aquarius Sun, Virgo Moon, Gemini Rising. I feel like two people are constantly battling in my head. Yes, and that is exactly what I'm saying here. You know what I mean? Let's try and free ourselves of that. And as you're freeing yourself of that, try your best to stay optimistic for your future. Try your best to stay positive. Try and get excited. You know what I want to do as your therapist this week? Today. Take the next 7 days, okay? And I'm going to have to make a mental note, or what's great about YouTube Live? These will be saved, so you can go back and rewatch them. So I can go back and rewatch them, make a mental note. 7 days from now, I want you today to do the journaling thing. So if you're just kind of joining in and you missed that, go get a journal, or if you already have a journal, start a fresh page. Every day for the next 7 days, I want you to set a timer, 5 to 10 minutes. Just write, intuitively write. It's a really nice form of meditation, but it's also an intuitive building exercise. At the end of those 7 days, we're going to go ahead and we'll read through them and see what are the common themes, the common things, the reoccurrent thoughts, okay? And we will work on your intuition with that. But then also, too, I want you to write down at the end of your 5 or 10 minutes, I want you to do 3, like number 1, 2, 3, and I want you to write down 3 things that you're excited for, okay? It could be simple as I'm excited for my coffee tomorrow. It can be as big as I'm excited for my vacation next year, okay? So, just recapping, I want you to do your intuitive building technique of journaling for 5 to 10 minutes a day, and every day I want you to write down 3 things that you're excited for. This is going to help you tap into your Knight of Wands so you can really allow yourself to stay in that optimism energy, okay? Let me go ahead and get a zodiac of importance here. Let's get a zodiac of importance and kind of see when we're going to see some positive shifts or changes, or maybe you are like, is this really for me? I don't know. We have Leo. Oh my gosh, Leo energy starts next month. All right. Leo, Aquarius, and Pisces. All right. So again, Pisces energy has been coming out a lot today. Not even just here on the live, but also in the personal readings as well. Zoe, I actually recorded your reading today. You'll have that tomorrow, hopefully. We're uploading today. But yes, Pisces, Aquarius, Leo. You might have this in your chart. They might have this in their chart. You might see some positive shifts or changes come one of these seasons. Leo season's right around the corner. Leo season starts July 20-something. Like July 20th or something like that. Okay? So there we go. All right. We're going to move on to general messages. I'm getting so hot, you guys. I usually have the fan going, but the last time I went live over on the Clock app, girl, after last Leo season, I know. The nice thing here is that I have not been getting a lot of like bad Leo vibes this year. Like last year was insane. Last year was insane. Yeah, so the last time I went live over on the Clock app, I had the fan on and everybody was like, I can't really hear you. Is there a fan on? Oh my gosh, your birthday. Is your birthday the first day of Leo season? Also, too, you guys, how would you feel if I did candles over here on YouTube? Because the solstice is on the 21st, and I was really wanting to do some candles for that day. What do you think? I think if I get yes, that's what I'm thinking. Dumpster fire. Seriously. It was insane. It was so bad last year. Last year was just like Leo season came and just smacked us all, right? Smack dab in the middle of the forehead. It was like, hey, we're here. For those of yes, I think I'm gonna do candles here. For those that are new and you're like, this is fun. I like this. Welcome to the community. Usually over on the Clock app, I was going live over there daily for over a year. And then things really got weird over there. So now we're over here and I'm getting on a daily schedule here on YouTube. And I already can tell that this is so much more my vibe. As time goes on, for those of you that don't know, I recently moved to Costa Rica. I'm here. We're staying in family's house, so it's a little bit of a temporary situation. I have this curtain behind me. Usually I have these fun shelves and all that other good stuff. We are in the process of getting our own spot and getting out of this temporary place, and it's been a wonderful journey. And once I get into that new spot and once we finally find it and everything settles a little bit more, I will be able to get a setup where we're going to be landscape mode, right? Like horizontal, and it won't be this vertical situation anymore. But until then, I'm just working with what I got. Like, y'all will know if you are new here. For those of you that have been here for a while, you already know this about me, but like, I just make it work, right? Like, I work with what I got. I'm that type of person. I always have. So we're working with what we got. We usually would every portal, which tomorrow is a portal, and I was considering trying to put together a last minute candle. Maybe I will put together a last minute candle. I probably won't though. I don't know. I really miss doing the candles, but usually every portal and then every season shift or every like holiday, like pagan sort of holiday, we do live candles and you can get yourself a candle. They're $25. I craft them here on live. We light them together. I say a spell and then I send out a really awesome PDF via email. So it's like a guide that's got all this really cool extra information. So I really want to do it for the solstice for sure. I thought about trying to put together something last minute for tomorrow, but I really just feel like maybe I would just be rushing it and I wouldn't be able to like put my full intention into it. So I probably won't do a candle for tomorrow's portal. Yeah, the candles are fun. I think what I'll do is I will put the candle up on the website today. I'll make a story post everywhere when they are available. So when I came to Costa Rica, I did bring a couple packs of each color candle. So I do have limited amounts. You'll already know when it goes up. If you reserve your candle early enough, you'll be higher on the list, right? Because you got your candle first. And you can guarantee yourself a candle. I don't know because, look, I'm gonna be honest, the momentum on all my lives have really gone down because I haven't been live, right? For many reasons. Mainly the clock app was very frustrating, but I have a feeling I'll have plenty of candles the day of. All right, so if you don't end up reserving your candle in advance, that's okay. I'm sure I will have plenty the day of. But I think we will do it. You're going to get a P.O. box for gifts. Okay, I really want to, but here in Costa Rica, it's a little bit difficult. Getting packages and mail here, there's no postal service here. So you can get a delivery box, but things are not necessarily guaranteed to make it to you. I'm gonna look more into it. Right now, right now we are staying on the Caribbean side. We are in a province called Limon, okay? And so this province is on there's the central area, which you find the capital. Like the capital in San Jose as a province is in the middle of the country. You have the Caribbean side, which is where I am on, and things are a little bit more remote over here. Like the services, there's not as many services on this side. There's not as much tourism on this side, right? Then there's the Pacific side, where you find a lot more of the services and things like that. There's definitely a larger... That noise is driving me crazy today. And it's not always like this. They're working on the roof next door, and I'm like, y'all are driving me crazy. Cut all of your pieces of whatever you're doing and be done with this all. On the Pacific side, there's a lot more, like, U.S. immigrants. So there's, like, more communities that have more services of that kind of stuff. Kenny and I have been looking into going more central in the country. And part of the reason why we want to do that is for the services, right? So, and AH, I think you're Ari, right? Because you told me your screen name, and I was like, I'm pretty sure that's Ari. Literally, listen, you guys, I just need to say, because there's only a few of you in here, so it's like, I know that I can kind of just, like, talk and chit-chat with y'all. The house next to us, they've been working on this house. Kenny told me, because this is Kenny's childhood home, okay? Like, he's been here forever. He's like, they've been working on that house since he was a kid. And look, more power to them. Do your thing, okay? Do your thing. But at the same time, I'm like, listen, you need me to come over there and cut your tile for you? You need me to come over there and cut the roof pieces for you? Because I can do it. We can bang this all out in 2 days, and then I don't have to listen to that saw. It's like every day there's something going on. Do they pay you by the hour? Is that why you've extended this 7-day job into a 7-year job? You getting paid by the hour over there? Y'all, I'm being unhinged, okay? I have to remember that these are gonna be available for people to watch back, and I need to be careful what I say. Dude, it's like, when y'all gonna be done? That's what I'm saying. But anyway, either way, the spots that we're looking to move, there will hopefully be, like, delivery box service close by. I will let you know if and when that is a possibility. If it's not a possibility, I've been considering getting another P.O. box in the States and having, like, my family go and, like, pick up packages, and then every 6 months or so when I go to visit, just going there and opening everything there and then bringing it back here with me. But that seems like such a pain in the butt. So we're gonna figure it out one step at a time. You know what I mean? I know, and it's like, I feel like I'm gonna look into it today. I'll look into it today. There's gotta be a way. It's just hard. Like I said, over where we're staying, it's kind of remote. So there's really, like, look, there's one main grocery store. Yeah, there's a bunch of, like, stores and shops and things like that. But when it comes to like going and getting your like grocery shopping done, there's like one main store. Other than that, you need to go to the markets. You know what I mean? It's definitely a little bit more remote in that sense. So we'll see how it goes. I'll let you guys know. Of course, I'll keep you updated. We're gonna move on. What decks do I want to use is the real question. Y'all, I got this new little Egyptian tarot deck and I've been having so much fun with it, but okay, we'll use it. I'm gonna use it. We'll do this side. I'm pulling out some new decks because we're on YouTube. I'm pulling out new decks because we're on YouTube. Alright. Let's go ahead and get into our general messages. I've been everywhere. I think it's also too because I haven't been on live to talk to you guys. It sounds like the island my grandparents lived on in Pacific Northwest. Oh my gosh, it was probably so nice up there too. I've really been missing Maui though. I'm so ready to get back home to Maui. Like, don't get me wrong, Costa Rica is amazing. But I miss Maui. Yes, look at this deck. By the way, now that we're over here on YouTube, I did put together an Amazon storefront. I've been trying to link every deck that I use on the lives. I've been trying to link them in my storefront. So for those of you that are like, I want to read tarot, I want that deck, that looks like fun. I've been trying to link them all in there. On almost all my videos lately, I do have the link to the storefront, so you can check it out. I've decided that like I'm trying to get in a space of like, you know, I'm looking at the long-term goals here. Okay? YouTube, Amazon storefront, Patreon, all that stuff. That's my long-term goals. You know what I mean? So all right. I'm starting to get hot. So we're gonna get into our second half of this live. Do we have any new people in here, or is this all of our like is this all of our core Ohana right now? Yes. So I'm like, I can't rely on the clock app. I can't. The clock app has gone dark. I'm just gonna give it a second because, you know, they're cutting away over there. Is it really loud, you guys? Tell me. Is that noise really loud? Or is it just louder for me because I'm here? It's so annoying. I'm so sorry. Like, you're ruining my live. Cut it out. I'm having to fight. I'm having to fight right now. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you, I'm not giving up though. You can hear it, but it's not terrible. Okay. Okay. Well, it's always something in the land of the magic siren and our beautiful, amazing Ohana. With that being said, we're just going to get right into it. We'll talk more about everything else after this. I am going to put, oh no, it's annoying. It's annoying though. But as long as it's not terrible, like I'm yelling a little bit because I want to make sure that y'all can hear me over that noise. It would probably be less if you could close the window. Girl, the windows are closed. When I tell you the windows are closed, that's why I'm so hot right now. The windows are closed. The fans are off. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I am fighting for my life. Even the squirrels, okay? I'm not even gonna lie to you. Okay, no, I'm over exaggerating. I'm not gonna go there. I'm not gonna go there, okay? Listen, we're gonna get into our general messages right now. I am gonna put the candles up for the solstice. We're gonna do the candles and we're gonna do them here on YouTube. I think YouTube is gonna be our spot. It's gonna be our place. Everybody has access to YouTube, okay? The clock app, some people still can't even download it, I guess. So we're just not gonna deal with the clock app anymore. I'll still be posting my videos over there. I may go live over there once in a while just to kind of let people know that we're over here, okay? I'm still gonna do all the subscriber stuff over there. Eventually, I know once I get to a certain amount of hours watched here on YouTube, we'll be able to do all that subscriber stuff that we do on TikTok. We could do it here. So that is my ultimate, like, sort of like short-term goal, is like the more that I go live, which, look, if y'all are like busy and you can't watch me on live, if you could just like keep the video open and just keep it off to the side, this is gonna help me get to my watch hours faster as well. Okay, so for those of you that don't know how YouTube works, it's like you have to have a certain amount of subscribers and a certain amount of watch hours to be eligible for monetization. Okay, so right now I have enough subscribers, I just don't have nearly enough watch hours. So anytime you see a video, like, make sure you're watching your sun, your moon, and your rising, like all the forecasts that I'm doing, so that way you can just keep it on, like, in the background while you're doing dishes, while you're doing laundry, while you're taking a shower, like whatever. Maybe you could just help me out with like watching my videos in the background to help me get those watch hours, because once I get to, I think it's like 3,000, it's a lot of watch hours, okay? But once we get to that, then I can open up and do more stuff here, and I'm open for monetization, so like I can actually focus more on, you know, they've gotten so ridiculous, they're censoring the word why. Are they saying that it's like a slur? Oh my gosh. I don't know what they censor over here on YouTube, and I really need to look into it, because I don't know how it works over here. I already don't really swear that much. I don't know how they are with like talking about other sites like Patreon, for example. Like RE Patreon, I've been posting regularly over there again. I mean, I have literally an entire month, all of June. I have it planned out, all of the content, the days that I'm posting it, what tiers they're going to. I just posted earlier this morning a little what's brewing over there on Patreon, so you can kind of get a little sneak peek of what's going on. But yeah, like, I don't know how it works over here about like talking about other platforms. I think Patreon is okay because a lot of YouTubers talk about their Patreon. So I'm assuming that it's okay to talk about that here. I'm probably not going to bring up any other social media platforms. When we talk about the clock app, you know what the clock app is. Okay, the TT app, the clock app, that's what we're going to say for that. Obviously, if I'm going to talk about FB or IG, I'll just abbreviate those, you know what I mean? And now I could say YouTube, because we're here on YouTube, you know what I mean? So I'm just going to try my best with that. I think when we talk about, you know, my website, themagicsiren.com, they're probably not going to be upset about it, because you can link everything over here. We're going to have to get creative. I'm now a red velvet cupcake over there. Get out of town, Amanda. But that's why we're over here on YouTube, because honestly, like, the clock app can kick rocks. I'm not trying to be mean about it, because look, that is where I met so many of you. And so I'm really thankful for that app, and I'm thankful for that platform. And we do have a lot of people over there. And I want them all to come over here, to be honest. I just feel like it's gotten really bad, especially since the ban, you know? And ever since the ban, it's like, I can't even go live. Every time I go live there, I've gotten strikes on my account, or I've gotten restricted or whatever. Like, I just can't, I just personally cannot risk that. I just can't risk it. Like, I can't, like, and it feels so defeating for me. It feels like I just put all this time and effort into making content here and going live and building a community, and then I come live to just give these readings and have a good time. And I don't know. I just don't like it. It's just, I can't do it anymore. So with that being said, we're here and I'm enjoying it. We'll do candles on the 21st. We will do them on the solstice here on YouTube. Yes, Teresa, I try my best to, like, it is a lot of work. Like, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Like, when I do all these videos, I sit in this hot ass little room for hours recording videos. And then I'll have your personal readings, especially like for the emailed readings. I sit down, I do the emailed readings, I upload them. My internet's not the best here, but I'm still pushing through. I'm like, I'm not gonna let anything stop me, because I know one day my day is gonna come where I will shoot into success. I know it's gonna happen. I'm not giving up on that dream. I'm not giving up on it, and I'm just gonna keep working hard. But when you post on a platform that it feels like they're purposely just like pushing you down, I lost all motivation to go live over there. And this live has been so much fun. Yes, we have not broke more than like 10 people in here, but honestly, like, I have had more fun in this live than I've had in the last couple months on the Clock app live. So we'll leave it at that. It's gonna be, this is gonna work. I just feel it. This is gonna be our space. So let's go ahead and go into our general messages. I'm going to start shuffling now. For those of you that are new, hang out. These are all collective messages, okay? They're all collective messages. And let's just dive right into it. Let's dive right into it. Let's see what's going on. Ooh, we have healer. You have a spiritual gift of healing and a desire to share it with others, but this is also a healing journey, okay? This is also a healing journey. And it's interesting that this is coming out after those love messages. Those love messages were also about healing. So more than likely, the next couple of days, it is going to be this sort of like healing energy, this healing vibe. And for those of you that have a healing sort of natural gift of healing, Teresa, you're one of them. You do have this sort of desire and this pull to share that with people. And I think that's so important for you to continue going down that pathway, okay? So don't give up on that either. We also have talk to your angels. Instead of worrying, ask for divine guidance. And this is, again, understanding. It's so interesting that these are both very similar to the love messages, but more on a spiritual level. This is essentially saying talk to your angels. Part of talking to your angels is talking to your intuition, but also just knowing that like there are answers that are available, okay? There are answers that are available to you through your spirit team, your spirit guides, and your higher self. Escorted off campus on June 18th, and you start your new job on June 18th. Look at that. That is divine timing. That is divine timing. And divine timing is always at work. And again, looking back on it now, Teresa, because you and I have done, we've done like the personal mentorship, packages that I have too. So if any of you want to go through some mentorship packages, if you're really trying to just figure out where the next steps are in life, or you're trying to build out a business, or you're kind of just going through a change, hit me up. We can work something out, right? I do the 4-week, the 8-week, the 12-week. They're a lot of fun. And Teresa, when we did your mentorship session, right? It was like, it started to make sense. We got a lot of temperance energy throughout those readings and throughout those sessions of like, it's starting to make sense, the silver lining. Like, it's there, it's coming in. It's all the pieces of the puzzle are going to make sense. And look at you, a year to the day later. It makes total sense. You know what I mean? But like, that year had to happen. Now look, for some of you, you are still on this healing journey, right? They speak to that so much. Angel numbers have been popping out for me a lot lately too. Alicia's amazing. Y'all are amazing. Y'all are amazing. This healer energy is really just coming out and saying like a lot of us are on this almost indefinite healing journey. It's almost this indefinite healing pathway, right? I want to see what Tarot has to add to this, but I think for some of you, it's a little bit deeper than just the, just like the surface level, I'm healing from a disappointment. I think it's a little bit more than that. Let's see what Tarot has to add to this healer side. You have a spiritual gift of healing. You have a desire to share it with others. Look at this little stack that just fell out here. We have the Ace of Cups, new emotional fulfillment that comes from healing and sharing your healing journey with others. We have the Hermit card. Part of your healing journey too is Hermit energy. Figuring out what makes you passionate, what makes you excited, what are the things that make you you, right? When we talk about the Hermit holds that lantern in the traditional deck, and that lantern has the little star inside, and that little star is being fueled by your inner star, your inner light. And so making sure that we understand what that is, and maybe healing that too. We have the Two of Cups in reversal. For some of you, this is healing the separation of different relationships in your life. And it doesn't have to be romantic relationships. These are just relationships that you've had with things, with people, with environments. I know for me, part of my healing journey is still healing from the separation that I've had from Maui, right? Like after the fires in Lahaina, and having to leave so abruptly, losing everything that I had, that was really difficult for me. And I'm still on this path of healing. This does not have to be relationships in a way of romantic, right? This can be experiences and places where there was a separation, and we're still healing from that. We have the Knight of Pentacles in reversal. So many new opportunities on the horizon for us. I do feel like, the Hermit card is Cancer energy, and I mentioned this earlier, but for those of you that are just kind of joining now, I think there is going to be a big shift and change when we go into Cancer season. I think when Cancer season gets here, there's going to be that sort of like, okay, I'm feeling emotionally ready to start moving forward. And it makes sense because Cancer is a water sign, and water signs and water seasons are about emotions, okay? And it makes sense. When that happens, new opportunities start to come in for us. We do have Queen of Wands, which is beautiful. I think a lot of us are in this sort of motherly energy of the fire element. And when we talk about that fire element, the motherly energy of fire element, it is that sort of like motherly, nurturing energy to ourselves to get excited, to get passionate again through healing, right? And we're going to talk more about that in a minute. We do have the Death card, that sort of transformative time, transformative period, and allowing ourselves to go down that transformative path and period in a graceful way for ourselves. Because, you know, I almost kind of feel like this healing journey that we're all on, they're coming after tower moments, right? And so, like, when the tower falls, it can be hard to allow ourselves to start rebuilding or allowing ourselves to, like, go in a new direction to find a new place to build, right? And there is that energy of, like, allowing yourself to do that with grace. And the Ace of Pentacles ultimately coming out on the bottom there. So let's go and talk about these just a little bit more. I know that I kind of just went through this as a little mini reading, but we'll give you a little bit more in depth. You are healing, and through your healing process and through your healing journey and sharing that with others, that is so important. You are gaining new opportunities for emotional fulfillment with this Ace of Cups, all right? The emotional fulfillment is slowly starting to come in. As we go into Cancer season with this Hermit energy, we are being asked to honor your truest, most authentic self. Again, the Hermit is finding out what makes you happy, what makes you passionate, what are the things that you truly enjoy in your life. And there's that vibe that comes with Cancer season, the Hermit, and allowing ourselves to do those things. Maybe during your journaling exercise that you all are going to try and do over the next 7 days, you'll also start to figure out what those things are for you. Maybe it's music, maybe it's art, maybe it's nature, maybe it's exercise, maybe it's food, whatever it is. There are things that we have in our life, hobbies, passions, things that make us excited and feel alive, and maybe we need to make some more time to do those things from now through the end of Cancer season. We have that Two of Cups in reversal. We are healing from the separation of something, whether this is a separation of relationship, a separation from environment, a separation from a way of thinking, okay? Maybe this is a separation from a project that didn't go the way you wanted it to. Either way, that agreement, the contract, the union, it has come to an end. And more than likely, this is something that has already happened. And it could have happened years ago that we're still healing from because, like mentioned down below, PTSD is very real and it takes time to heal from these things. And sometimes we never fully heal from these things. And it just becomes a part of us, right? But as we move through the rest of Gemini season and we get closer to this emotional season of Cancer, and we're being given new opportunities for emotional availability, not just emotional fulfillment, we start to find ourselves seeing more opportunities. You know, I think some of us are really looking for a new seed to plant, and maybe that's where the impatience came in from some of the other readings today, where we're feeling a little bit impatient because we're not seeing those seeds of intention. We're not seeing these new opportunities right away, but they're coming in for us. Try your best to stay patient from now until then. One way that you can stay patient is tapping into your Queen of Wands energy, right? That Queen of Wands, she's that sort of mother of fire. She's the mother of dragons. No, I'm just kidding. She's the mother of fire, right? And she allows herself to use her inner flame, which again, you're learning what that inner flame consists of with this Hermit card. She allows herself to use that inner flame for her best benefit, to help her move forward, to help her create this sense of excitement and confidence and this sort of determination to move forward through the transformative process, through the journey, with not only grace, but I keep saying confidence for a lack of a better term, but I just have to say confidence. For those of you that have been around for a while, you already know how much I love Game of Thrones. I literally binged all the seasons in like a week. And I can't wait for House of the Dragon season 3. And then look at how beautiful the Ace of Pentacles is in the bottom here, right? It's like as we continue down this journey, there are some new chances for stability, for success, for new chances of growth, okay? So try your best not to give up on yourself. I know that feels a little bit quick because we've spent so much time on some of those love readings, but I feel like this was very to the point. This side of the general reading is very to the point. It's almost kind of simple. We're going down a path of healing right now. There's no need to rush yourself. Allow yourself to heal on an emotional level, and just know that as time goes on, you're going to start to get new opportunities for fulfillment on many different levels, new opportunities for growth, and there is this need for you to continue down your personal transformation because you're learning what makes you happy and what doesn't, who you truly are versus who you used to be. We have Libra, Aries, and Virgo. Okay, these could be seasons of importance. We still have Libra and Virgo season to go this year, so you might find some big moments of growth during those seasons. Okay, but you might have this in your chart. Maybe something happened during Aries season this past year that we're healing from. This could also be, maybe the person where there was the separation. Or maybe, you'll find yourself in a moment of some sort of separation come one of those seasons too. On the other side of things, because this live is super long today, the other side of things, we have talk to your angels. Instead of worrying, ask for some divine guidance. And for those of you that have a hard time asking for divine guidance, just naturally, that journaling exercise is really going to help you. Also, too, don't be afraid to reach out to your community. For those of you that are over in our FB group, which I might have to link that down below. I don't know how that works, if I'll be able to add links to this video when it gets uploaded or not. If I can, look below. I'll have a link to the FB group. The FB group, I've been trying to post in there a little bit more regularly and just talking with all of you. Also, too, I've been posting in our community chat regularly over on Patreon. So don't be afraid to use those as tools to reach out to a spiritual community that can also help you with divine guidance, because some of us are in a place of our personal healing, transformation, and journey where we can maybe offer you just a little bit of like, yeah, you should do that, or like maybe we should slow down and not necessarily do that right now. Okay, we have the Two of Cups in reversal again. That's a double here, and I do feel like they do go hand in hand. I think for some of you that have gone through some sort of separation, whether that is again in a relationship, it could be a friendship, whether this was a job, whether it was an environment, okay, there is that need for us to find that divine guidance through it. 10 of Cups in reversal. Let's continue down the list here. I love that you still do the I am here. I have to figure out how we can do the I am here thing here on YouTube. I feel like people don't really follow each other here on YouTube, so we'll have to figure out how we can connect with one another on a deeper level here. I think there is a community tab here. I'll have to figure it out. I'm gonna figure it out. And once we get to the 10,000 followers on IG, I'm gonna get a broadcast channel together so we can try to talk over there more too. But we'll see how it goes. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and just get one more card, and then we'll look at the bottom of the deck as well on this side. Full emotional fulfillment is what all of us want, and I think some of us also need to figure out, like, now that we're on this path of healing, and again, this is deeper than just surface level healing, right? I need to clarify that. This is deeper than just surface level healing. We're healing like these deeper parts of ourselves, and I think as time goes on with that, there is a need for us to really ask ourselves, what does happiness and fulfillment look like now? Because you are different. You're a different person. What does that look like? What does that feel like? What do you need in order to feel content and fulfilled in this lifetime? Really figure out what that looks like. So that way you can align yourself with it. I mean, that Magician is coming out right after the 9 of Cups, and then you have the Knight of Swords. 7 of Cups in reversal, 8 of Pentacles in reversal. There's so many cup cards here all in the reversal. And again, it's like, if you look at all these cup cards, these all have to do with emotions, relationships, connections in our life. And it's interesting how we're being asked to, you don't recognize yourself at all. Yeah, because we're just so different now, and I think it's so important through that process of not only healing, but like personal transformation, that it's important to continue to check in with your higher self. It really is. You're okay. You're good. Maybe whatever we were talking about, you just didn't need to hear, and now you need to hear this, right? So, it's important through your journey of healing and transformation to continue to check in with your higher self and say, like, okay, am I still the same person that I was? What makes me happy now? What do I need in order to feel happiness and fulfillment? So again, after the whole potential separation there, from things in our past. In order to figure out what the Ten of Cups, and in order to get the Ten of Cups in the upright, we have to figure out what that looks like. That's being doubled down with the Nine of Cups in reversal, because the Nine of Cups in the upright, you know, it's this card of we are content with what we have, but it's not absolute fulfillment. This in reversal tells me we don't know what absolute fulfillment even looks like in order for us to get there. It's just doubling down on what we're saying. Ask yourself what those things mean to you now, so you can see that there are multiple options coming in. Seven of Cups in the upright is like being spoiled for choice. You have a ton of options, a ton of choices. Let's figure out which one we want to choose. We're not even seeing that we have all these options and choices yet, because we do need to tap into ourself. We need to tap into the intuition. I think intuition has been the biggest message across all the readings today. Okay? And if you're watching the rerun of this, if you've gone in and you've watched the rerun of this and you've watched all 80 minutes of this live, you're the real MVP. Throw some comments down in the chat. Let us know that you were here for the whole time. Okay? We're going to give you your snaps and your praise and flowers in the comments. But it's like this magician showing out. Look at how cool this magician card is in this deck. When it shows out like this, it's like you're in this position to manifest what you want. You just have to figure out what it is. You're moving forward with the quickness as you move into this new phase of your life. And using the sword to cut away your obstacles. The Eight of Pentacles in reversal is like, let's not put too much work and energy into anything that we don't know if it's not in alignment or not, right? Yes, 80 minutes, I love it. I've been having a good time today. I really have been. I feel like I've been rambling a little bit, and just for everyone that is new and you are watching this on the rerun, just know that I usually don't ramble this much. I just haven't been able to hang out with my spiritual fam and my spiritual community in a while, so I've been getting my ADHD. I do have ADHD. It's been a little bit wonky today, but I've just been having a good time connecting with all of you and just kind of rambling on and letting any messages from spirit just come right through. Some days we're a little bit more organized than others, but we want you to be part of all of it, right? We have Libra, Taurus, and Capricorn, okay? 2 earth signs coming out there. Maybe there is a need for you to get grounded, all right? Maybe go outside barefoot today. Go outside barefoot today. Put your feet in some grass, in some sand, in some water, wherever you are, all right? And find that balance. I think overall, I just want to kind of give you all a summary from all the messages today, because I do feel like they're all very much intertwined. So many of us are on a healing path, whether we are healing things spiritually, mentally, emotionally, healing from childhood traumas, healing from generational traumas. We're on this path of healing, and I think we will always be on a path of healing, right? We're never going to be fully healed. We're always going to be kind of going through this path of healing. There is this need for us to really stay optimistic, tap in with our higher self, and make sure that we are keeping ourselves free of any chains that are holding us back, okay? Allow yourself to get into a place of figuring out who you are now after the fact, okay? You're a different person than who you were at the beginning of this chapter. And it's going to be important for you to stay authentic to you, to call in the opportunities and the fulfillment that's meant for this version of you. It's going to be important to know who that is. Don't be afraid to kind of go inward, do some of those intuitive building techniques and exercises, and figure out who you are now, okay? Cancer season, the solstice, will bring a pretty big shift and change. So get ready for it. Get ready for it now. Prepare for it now. And I'll see you here live on YouTube for candles that day. We are going to do solstice candles. I'm going to put them up on the website. As soon as we get off live, I'm actually going to go do that. And I'll make a post on the community here, because there's like a little community tab where I can like do like a text post. I'm going to do that here. I will share that same exact post with the link to reserve your candle over in the FB group. I will make a story post on the Clock app as well as IG. So I'll make a post everywhere to let everybody know that the candles are available to reserve. I think I have... I don't know what color candles. I either want to do yellow or white. It's going to depend on the theme that I settle on, because there's 2 or 3 different themes that I could go with. Because it's also Give me a second. I want to make sure that I'm correct here. I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah, it's also Litha. Litha's like a pagan holiday. So there's like 3 different themes that I could do for that day. I'll probably merge like 2 themes together. So I have to figure out what color candle I want to do. I'll probably have between 15 and 20 candles total. I know it's not a lot. Usually I have like 40 candles. So just keep an eye out. If you know that you're going to want a candle for sure, keep an eye out for the link. In the Taroscope Tuesday email, I will also announce it. But I don't know if they'll all be reserved by then. I'll still announce it that day anyway. Okay? Alright. I appreciate all of you. Does anybody want to talk about anything before I get off? This has been fun. We're gonna stay here on YouTube for the lives. I'll go live on the Clock app maybe once a week just to let people know that we're doing this here. But I think that this has been fantastic. Eyes peeled. So I was like, I need that candle, sis. I'm gonna need that one. I appreciate you all so much, truly. And keep your eye out either today or tomorrow. I'll be posting next week's forecast for all the zodiac signs here on YouTube. Okay? Yes, it's been fabulous. Okay, I don't even know how to end this, so I'm gonna try and figure out how to end this. All right. It was so nice. It was such an intimate little group too. I think that this is so fantastic. Can't wait until everybody gets over here because y'all know it's gonna get fun. It's gonna get hectic. If you missed the promo code for this month, it's summer15. No spaces, 15% off. Okay? All right. Have a good rest of your day. I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm gonna be here again tomorrow, probably around the same time, just because I don't have good lighting in here, so I gotta go during the day. But we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay? Keep your notifications on. All right. I'll talk to you guys later.